The Atlanta Hawks shocked the LA Clippers at Staples Center last night, winning by a score of 110-93. They stay in LA for a game against the Lakers tonight. Can Atlanta do it again? Well, we're going to talk about it, but before we do, let me tell you about a promo we have available at Wager Talk and sportsmemo.com. Using the promo code Jesse7, as you can see below, you can get $30 off any all-access 7-day all-sports package with any of the great handicappers at either Wager Talk or sportsmemo.com. Of course, that includes myself over at Sports Memo. And while we're coming off of a losing Sunday, we're still the number one handicapper the last 365 days at Sports Memo, and number one dating all the way back to January 1st of 2022. So it's been a good 2.5, 3-year run for us. Come give us a whirl. We've been consistent. Let's talk about this game. The Atlanta Hawks playing the second game of a back-to-back in LA. The Lakers are an 8.5-point favorite. The total sits at 225.5. The Lakers coming off a 128-121 loss to the Golden State Warriors on Saturday. And you might think that sets them up for a get-right game here against Atlanta. Well, the problem with that is they were already coming off of a loss by a score of 120-107 to the Sacramento Kings. The get-right game was supposed to be against the Warriors. This LA team, I'm not sure that I could have my money on them as a favorite. I think the Lakers are perhaps the most overrated team in the NBA. The media continues to praise LeBron James and the Lakers as if they're some kind of a contender. The fact of the matter is they're sitting in the 10th spot in the Western Conference, facing a play-in situation just to make it to the playoffs, and then a potential date with the Denver Nuggets in the first round, and Denver's won 6 straight against LA. This LA team just isn't that good, and probably shouldn't be laying this kind of a number here. And I'll go off topic a little bit regarding the GOAT debate. There was a video floating around after the loss to the Warriors about LeBron padding his stats and how important it is for him, his legacy in the GOAT debate. To me, the GOAT debate is a non-issue. It's an absolute false narrative. It doesn't exist. There is no debate. It seems like there is right now because a bunch of people that are perhaps paid by Clutch Sports to talk about LeBron James keep on getting airtime in the mainstream media. But mark my words, 5 years after LeBron James retires, ain't nobody calling him the GOAT. It'll be all MJ. We've seen it before in hockey. When I was a kid, it was Mario Lemieux and Wayne Gretzky. Can you believe that? There was a point when they were actually talking about Wayne Gretzky might not be the GOAT. Well, nobody's saying that now. And they're not going to say that about MJ in a decade. In a decade, it's going to be all Jordan. There will be no debate. Anyways, the Atlanta Hawks, they have a better record without Trae Young than they do with him. They're 8-8 without Trae Young and 22-29 with Trae Young in the lineup. They've won 5 of their last 10 games. Only twice during that span have they lost by 8 or more points. If they were getting plus 8.5, they'd be 8-2 against the spread during that span. And who's got to pick up the slack for Trae Young? It's DeJounte Murray, and he's the guy that they were planning on trading D'Angelo Russell for at the trade deadline. And Murray has been he's been lighting it up. Let's look at his last 5 games. He scored 21 against the Clippers last night, 33 against Utah, 40 against Portland, 23 against New Orleans, and 41 against Memphis. He's averaging almost 28 points per game since the All-Star break. His points total for tonight is 25.5, and my plays are going to be on the Atlanta Hawks +5 for the first half, and DeJounte Murray over 25.5 points. I like the Hawks for the first half because it is the second game of a back-to-back, and if they tire down the stretch, or if the refs blow the whistle a bunch of times and LeBron goes to the free throw line too often, it shouldn't matter if they keep it competitive for the first half. So we've got Hawks +5 for the first half and Murray over 25.5 points. If you like this video, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you got anything to say to me, even if it is nasty, you hit me up in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Good luck, and we'll see you again tomorrow.